Hey, I'm Raphael. I was born in 1986 in Mulhouse, that's in France. Growing up right on the border between France and Germany, I went to a super Catholic convent school until I was 14. The moment I left that school, a rebellious spark ignited and I instantly dove into metal and gothic music culture. When I turned 18, I decided to follow that passion and moved to Germany to study music business. That's when I created EXTIZE. I was influenced by artists like Marilyn Manson, The Prodigy, Black Sabbath, Scooter and Combichrist. EXTIZE has always been a UFO in the gothic scene, blending my word French and MTV generation humor with my love for horror and sci-fi movies and with all my industrial, dark wave, new metal, eurodance and rave music influences. If you had told me back then that I would one day tour Europe with one of my idols, I would not have believed you. But one day, I got the offer to support Combichrist on a European tour and I didn't hesitate for a second. That tour changed me as a person and now I want to share that journey with you. Just lay back and let's hit the road together.
We did almost 30 shows in a row with only 3 days off. If I would do it again, hell fucking yes.
For sure.
Almost, but no. Right now, I have the feeling we have a peak in the EXTIZE history.
So that's probably the last time I will sleep in a normal bed for the next 5 weeks, I guess. Tomorrow the tour is starting. I feel very confident.
3 minutes left.
3?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Let me hear you scream, multiple. Let me hear you scream.
To feel this tour in my body. Everything hurts, but today I feel really soulless, just like a zombie. Today we are in Dornbirn in Austria and this is so wonderful. We are in the middle of nowhere. We are surrounded by a huge forest and mountain and river and I just love this place. You like the voice of Matthias today?
Yes. It is deep.
Yes, you have such a lovely voice today.
Maybe for a black metal.
For black.
Dragons up in the air.
Sometimes I try things that I didn't practice. I learned a lot about living together, how to process empathy, how to process daily struggle from everybody, and how we can do the best out of also bad situations. Because there were some days at some venues where we were like, what are we doing here? What am I doing? in this country or in this venue on a Monday night. And yes, it was really great for the soul, also for the body. I have to say, maybe you see it in this documentary between now and some of the early concerts. During the tour, I've lost almost 8 kilos because, yeah, the workout off stage to warm up, the walk through the cities everywhere, and of course 1 hour show time each day is also a lot of sport. And the good thing is I kept this routine even though 6 months or longer after the tour. I learned a lot about myself, also about my feeling being like over 1 month on the road without your friends, without your family. It was an experience and I will redo it anytime. For me, it was an improvement of myself. I came out of this tour as a better person. That's the point.
I am learning Italian. Mamma mia! Mamma mia, Mario!
Let me hear you scream.
That looks so joyful.
We are recording the new EXTIZE album. Listen to that sound. Really industrial.
I'm taking a cab in tomorrow morning. Boy, it will be also a little bit hard for me. You don't have a responsibility.
Just continue.
Yeah.
Take response in the inside. You know? It's pretty hard before the show to switch in the party mode, but then on stage, I guess when I'm on stage and the show started, the adrenaline is kicking. Good vibes, fresh air, nature, nothing can go wrong. Let's go. The first time on tour with EXTIZE. He did. I'm more than happy. I don't know if you like this tour.
Yeah, definitely. I liked it very much, and well, we will see what comes in the future.
Came from different countries, different cultures, speaking different languages. Yet we all understood each other through the music. When someone asks for a photo, an autograph, or just a hug, it reminds me why I do this.
Completely wet. Everything is 100% wet right now. I don't know how it looks like for you.
Completely wet as well.
But a good crowd tonight in Passau. First time here it was. Now I think we are going to take a shower.
Not Munich.
Not Munich.
Not Munich. I said, yeah, hello Munich.
How is it with Munich?
Oops.
I learned a lot about myself. Leaving the comfort zone you have is the best thing you can do to feel alive. That's what I did. Each day I left my comfort zone. I tried new things on stage.
you know why the Native Americans are always doing like that when they want to see far? To block the sun? Because if they will do like that, they won't see anything. I'm out. A little bit stressed because, not because of me, because of the technical aspect. I always think, oh, that could break. And then. The crowd in each country. We traveled through 15 countries. Yeah, right now I'm full of joy. I'm full of impressions. I'm super thankful to all of you who came out in each city, even at the small venue. Each show was fantastic. For real, it was magical.
Start sequence.
Living on a tourbus for more than 1 month. It's intense. The space is tiny, especially for someone big like me. There is almost no privacy and you learn to adapt very quickly. That limited space brought us even closer. We ate together, slept in the same rolling metal box, survived the same chaos. Sharing such a small space and the same routine, you start to truly know the people around you. Esoterik and Crimson Veil were not just the other bands on the bill. Along the way, they became our friends. The spirits of this tour were just amazing and I felt at home. We laughed, supported each other, went through exhaustion and crazy nights together. The connection was so strong that at the end of the tour, somewhere in UK, after the shows, we all got the same tattoo. A mark to remember that what we lived together was real and that it will stay with us forever.
I try to find a way to avoid Alison because she's like a virus, a walking virus.
You have the virus?
Breathe on you.
Found this backstage. Never leave things like this backstage with me. So we're gonna go and visit EXTIZE. We're on stage right now. Come on.
What the fuck was that? Day to you. To us. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Zagreb. Happy birthday to you. We go as out and we catch up live. Oh, that was good timing.
Be nice to him, it's also his birthday, so when you go out there, I don't know what's happening, it's probably about his birthday. Let's see if you hear this anyway. Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Isaac! To you!
Even Zach, the crazy, kind-hearted guy running our merch, ended up joining me on stage for one night. And on another show, Eric from Combichrist just appeared on stage and performed with us.
Asmodeus, Satanas,
nothing compares to the final night of the tour when everyone rushed to the stage. I didn't know about that. I was surprised. I was not prepared for it. All the bands, all our friends screaming and dancing with us. It was not a performance anymore. It was a celebration of everything we lived together. Of course, it was not all madness and nightlife. We also had the chance to explore the countries we were in, to actually see the cities, taste the food, feel the culture. I tried to experience something local everywhere we went, walking through the streets as a stranger, discovering new places. It grounded me. It reminded me how big and diverse this world is and how lucky we were to live this journey across so many wonderful landscapes.
Please buy a lot of EXTIZE CDs. I want this one. Touristas.
So friends, today it's gonna be very high class sleep. We are walking right now to the bungalow next to the venue. Matthias slept 15 hours in the bus tonight. We thought we lost him somewhere on the highway, but no, he was sleeping. Feeling dark, he's feeling cool. Join! So first time in Zagreb, we are visiting a little bit the old town of Zagreb, and I have to say, I like it. It's a feel-good atmosphere that I was missing in France when I was living in France back in the days.
And speaking of connection, well, that probably looks very strange, but we created our own ritual before every show. We called it the octopus. It started as a simple handshake and then evolved into this crazy, tangled mess of hands, like a giant mutant octopus made of band members. We did it before every concert, in every country and every city. One same ritual. No matter where we were, that moment united us, centered us, and reminded us that we were about to share something powerful with the crowd. So, friends, if you see an octopus in the future or somewhere at the beach, think about EXTIZE, getting excited for the next show.
How was the show? I have no idea how was the show because I didn't hear anything, so I was singing completely blind, but I saw some happy faces. So I think it was okay, but I have no idea.
At least you saw my happy face, so everything is good. I didn't fuck up, so that's also great.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Where is he here?
What I'm doing here? I have an explanation for that. It's because my wife gave me two. One for the ears, one for the makeup. And I'm too stupid to recognize which one is it. That's why the baby got my makeup, so I can't make the mistake. That's the next EXTIZE era with football stuff and tangas. But behind the DJ booth, nobody knows.
Yeah.
Grote octopus. Or maybe reuze is better. Okay, maybe we try the other word. Reuze. Reuze, it means giant.
No, that was more difficult.
Grote.
Grote.
Grote. You make sh and then...
It's like groot, maar groot.
Groot.
Groot. Grote.
Grote.
Grote octopus.
Grote octopus.
Yeah.
Like when you pizza.
Yeah.
Almost.
I give up.
Was close.
Don't give a shit. Oh, that's my day socks and that's my stage socks. And still I'm always sweating. I keep the same for 5 days. It's totally ugly, but I don't care. We are on tour.
At this point, I have to say a few words about my bandmate, Matthias. It was the first time he was on stage with EXTIZE, with me. And I have to say, he impressed me. His energy, his smile, his power, his talents at the keys and with the technique and everything. I could not think about a better person to do this tour with me. He was amazing. Matthias, you were amazing. And I'm so proud of him. And friends, be sure he will be back on stage. Not at all the shows, but at several shows with EXTIZE. I think he liked it a lot. I mean, we had such a strong connection during this tour, even if it was the first time that we shared the stage together. So everything matched perfect. And I saw you, all the people in the audience, you loved him. You loved him more than me. I saw it, especially in UK and Ireland. And actually everywhere, because his smile is brighter than mine. But it's fine, it's fine. Well, we were 3 on the EXTIZE crew. There were Matthias, me, and the man behind this documentary, Omar. My friend Omar from Mexico came to Europe to do the tour with us. He did the photos, he did the video, the social media during the tour, and he did so good. He did so good, and that's why right now you're watching this documentary. That's because of Omar. He did such a great job. Go on YouTube and watch the EXTIZE music video, especially Pinhead Banger, or the Coffin Work, which a part of Chucky's rap, or Boomstick. He did all these music videos for EXTIZE. We are working together since a while, and he's super, super talented, and I'm so thankful he was part on this tour.
Is this the best day of your life?
Yes, probably yes. My motivation level is like here, but when I'm on stage, I think it's gonna drop here.
Are you motherfucking ready?
People see the show, the lights, the adrenaline, but there is a whole world behind it. Every single day and night, we had to unload the truck to carry our stuff to the venue, to set up the DJ booth, to prepare the gear, to prepare the video, to prepare the outfit, and of course, the makeup. That makeup become like armor. Putting it on every single day and then removing it after the show, it was a ritual of its own. It was also a time for myself to concentrate on the upcoming show.
Goth.
Dublin? Where were you? Reign of the past secrets, mysteries of present, pipe and the future black. This is how please
so lucky to be joined twice on the tour by them. 4 incredibly talented dancers who brought fire, energy and sensual chaos to our show. They added a whole new dimension to the performance, and I'm truly grateful the Vixen shared that part of the journey with us.
Ja, nee, het was echt super leuk om weer te doen. Het is al zo snel weer voorbij en we houden echt van deze show te doen.
Het is zo leuk om iedereen blij te zien.
En in Utrecht zijn we weer. Eindelijk een keer in Nederland.
There were many moments where I was struggling with this tour or with life in general. When we had to wake up in the middle of the night just to cross a border and to get the border control. Something like 2 hours sleep, then you have to wake up to prepare for the passport check and just to wait, and you just want to sleep in that moment. And I'm the kind of person, I need my 6-7 hours sleep in a row on those nights when you got waken from the border control, or because the bus is like driving on a very hard road. Oh, by the way, especially when you are big like me and you have to sleep in a bunk that's exactly your size, it feels like a coffin. And the first days it was horror for me. But then I got used to it. And then giving everything you have for the show each night. So to be really full energetic. Some days, I'm not lying, some days it was really difficult. Yes.
I saw each night the energy transfer between us on stage and the audience, and there were a connection. Each night there were a connection with you all, and that's what mattered. I saw so many smiles each night in the audience, and that's the most wonderful feedback you can give us, and I'm so thankful for that. Really from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for enjoying this time together, for sharing this energy, this feeling. It was just what we needed actually to continue.
Looking back, this tour changed me. Not just me as frontman of the band EXTIZE, but me as human being. We lived moments we'll never forget. We met souls that left a huge mark on us, if this was just one chapter. Then I can't wait to see what the future holds for EXTIZE, because I have the strange feeling that it's only the beginning. But one thing is sure, where we are going, we don't need roads.